Hey there, how's it going? In today's video, I will be doing an unboxing of the Kakwa 55, the 2026 version from Durston Gear. We'll take a look at it together. I'll give you my first impressions on the backpack, tell you what I think about it. Then after I talk about this pack from Durston, I will tell you a little bit about why I decided to upgrade from the packs that I had been using in the past to this backpack for my upcoming 2026 Pacific Crest Trail thru hike. All right, so let's go ahead and cut this open and take a look and see what's inside. All right, so like I said, this box came a couple days ago and I didn't open it up, even though I wanted to. I was like, let's go ahead and do it for real on video. Yeah, super excited. This is the last piece of gear I needed before having everything for my Pacific Crest Trail thru hike. Let's see if we got anything else in here. There we go. We got 2 stickers from Durston Gear, and here it is, wrapped in plastic. Let's see, we got the DPK, I don't know, large, and then the waist belt is the medium large. All right, so I had just gone over to the kitchen. I have a scale in there, and with the tag and the plastic, it weighed 2 pounds, 2 1/4 ounces. So it is, I believe, sold as a sub 2 pound or a 2 pound backpack. So let's see, there might be something else inside here adding weight to it. Right here, there's a tag attached to this shoulder strap when you get it. Ultralight backpack. It's saying it's 30 to 32 ounces on here. It gives you some information about it. I'll do a close-up of that so you can see. So the backpack I purchased is the Ultra Grid 2X, a large, and I got the medium to large hip belt. The Ultra Grid 2X is the more durable material, and it does feel pretty durable. It feels pretty good, pretty thick. The thinner material was about $80 cheaper, and they say that it would last, it would get you through a thru hike, but I would like this, I would like to be able to have this after the Pacific Crest Trail. Well, the pack is, that's cool. Like, it's really wide at the top. Feeling around to see if I feel anything else in here. I don't. Oh yeah, those, it's, I believe a hollow aluminum tubing is what they use for the frame. And you could really feel that it's pretty solid. You can't bend it, and it goes down, and I believe it attaches to the hip belt. It's not in the hip belt, but it goes, feels like it goes like this on both sides, and then it comes in and attaches. Here's the metal tube, and so right next to where the hip belt is sewn in, the tube's right there. That design is what they say helps support loads up to 45 pounds comfortably. So the pack has the outer mesh pocket on the back. It has this water bottle pocket here. This side pocket that's gotten mixed reviews from people, but I think this would be a good spot to slide your, maybe your permits or your some money, wallet, something that you don't need to pull out of the pack at all. Maybe just like a permit, you wouldn't need to pull that out unless a ranger asked to see it. So things that you don't need to access, that don't take up much room, I would say you would want to put in here. You got 2 hip belt pockets, 2 chest pockets, which seem, just by looking at it, they seem a little, they seem kind of small. but you get 2 of them. I wish that they were detachable. Again, just based on my like just pulling it out of the pack. Maybe once I take it out and I find what I could put in there, I'll change my mind. But I do like the idea of, if you don't want it, to be able to take it off of there. Whereas this, it's on there. But you get 2 of those. You get a water bottle pocket over on this side, and then yeah, your big deep pocket in the bag. Oh yeah, snug. Yeah, first thoughts on it. It seems great. The material feels really nice. I'll see if I can adjust it. It does feel like it's riding up a little bit, but maybe I'll load up the pack, put some weight in there, and then put it back on and see if it changes the way things feel. But as far as like the material that it's made out of, the pockets on it, yeah, that you could unzip it with one hand. That was something people had talked about. The attachments on it, it looks like a really good pack. Excited to have it. Yeah, I'll try these pockets out and see what I could fit in there. I do typically clip a camera onto my shoulder strap, and I've seen other people saying that that's one issue that they have with this pack, is that they're unable to either clip that camera on, or you clip that camera and then you lose the use of one of these pockets. So yeah, right now I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna go over why I chose to purchase this backpack for the Pacific Crest Trail. I'm gonna show you the backpacks that I've been using for the past 9 years, and the problems with those packs and the reason why I made the switch. All right, so about 9 years ago, I purchased a Zpacks Arcall Zip, and I used that until about, I would think about 4 years ago, I purchased another Zpacks Arcall Zip. I like those packs. I've used these on multiple trips. Couple John Muir trails, I think, with this one. This one's Grand Canyon, Joshua Tree, other trips. I believe they're 50-liter packs, both of them. So when I started planning the Pacific Crest Trail, I realized that I would be carrying more gear on this trip, and that when I would resupply, and I would resupply like a 7 or an 8 day amount of food, my pack was going to be over 40 pounds, maybe around 42, 43 pounds. Not every day, not all the time, but there would be those occasional resupplies where I was getting like over a week's worth of food, and the pack would probably be over 40 pounds. 50-liter from Zpacks had about a 40-pound maximum weight. And so I was like, well, if I get a 60-liter or a 70-liter Arcall Zip from Zpacks, that the bigger the pack, probably the more weight that you could carry. When looking on the website at Zpacks, all of their Arcall Zips, whether it be a 50-liter, a 60, or a 70-liter, all have a maximum weight of 40 pounds. And I've probably carried 40 pounds in these packs, and it's not comfortable. On their website, it also states that a comfortable weight range is about 30 to 35 pounds. And I would probably say, after using these packs for a long time, that they would be comfortable, maybe maximum 30 pounds. They don't hold the weight very well. And I've found that when I'm up there around 35, 40 pounds, that the weight shifts on you a lot, and it's not great. It's not very comfortable. I had seen several reviews of how the Kakwa 55 with the frame design and those aluminum tubes, how they really carry the weight nicely. And on their website, they say that it'll carry 45 pounds comfortably. Not only would it carry 45 pounds, but that it would do it comfortably. I felt like that is what I needed for this thru hike. So for those people looking for a pack that are thru hiking that are just going to be at 25 pounds max with their food and their water, and they're not really carrying a lot of electronics, then a Zpacks would be great. That would be perfect for them. I would say if you're going to be under 30 pounds, then you shouldn't have any issue with one of these backpacks. If you're going to go anything over 30, I would kind of be cautious, even though their website does say comfortable 30 to 35. I don't know what their definition of comfortable is. And I haven't used the Durston bag yet. I'm just going off of what other people had been saying, that it will comfortably carry a load of 45 pounds, which for me, that's huge. That was what I was looking for going into this thru hike. I didn't want to skimp on any of the camera gear, batteries, anything like that. So I'm very excited. I'm very optimistic that this bag is going to do what it says it will do. And based on the reviews that I've seen on YouTube from other hikers, it seems like this is going to be a great pack and it's going to do everything I need it to. What really surprised me when I came across this backpack from Durston was the fact that for $200, you could get it made out of the thinner material, which he still says would be fine for a thru hike. And for $280, you could get this backpack that weighs about 2 pounds with 2 hip belts and 2 shoulder strap pockets. That was shocking because I know the cost of backpacks. I know what other companies are charging for their backpacks. So for the thicker material, the heavier duty backpack that's still just a 2-pound pack, when you compare it to these Arcall zips that I purchased, and this one I purchased like 9 years ago, so things were a little bit cheaper back then, but on their website today, they are $3.99 for a backpack. And then if you add a hip belt pocket, add 2 if you want to have as many as the Durston, and if you added 2 shoulder strap pockets, water bottle pockets, you would be looking at, by the time it got delivered to you, you'd be looking at a backpack that cost about $550. Whereas the Durston Kakwa 55, I believe it came to $305 or like $310 once shipping and tax were included. The pack itself was $280. So just comparing a $280 pack to a $400 pack, I was surprised. I was happily surprised. Having said that, the Zpacks is lighter. You purchase a Arcall zip and you purchase 2 hip belts and 2 water bottle pockets, and you're about $520, $550. You are 7 ounces lighter, 7 to 8 ounces lighter than the Durston. I don't know for some of you if that would make it worth it, if you would pay the $225 difference for those 7 ounces, possibly. For me, the cost was more important than than saving those 7 ounces. And the most important thing was the fact that when I do a resupply and I have 7-8 days worth of food plus all of my gear and all of my electronics, I want it to be as comfortable on my shoulders as it can be. Just so I'm completely honest, doing this review, the pack weighed in at 2 pounds and 1 ounce. So slightly over what it says on the label. It was saying 30 to 32 ounces, so it should have been 2 pounds or under. I'm not gonna I'm not upset about that 1 ounce. Some people might be. Some people may weigh that and be like, oh my God, I'm calling Dan Durston. I'm going to go down there. But I'm fine with it. But just so you know, my pack did come in a little over 2 pounds. All right, so there it is. I put a little bit of weight in there. And I also put the bear canister fits all the way in the bottom of the pack next to my tent. So a lot of people on these packs will strap it up top on the outside. But yeah, it was able to slide all the way down into the bottom of the pack with enough room on the side to put, I put my tent next to it. So a lot of packs, I know that's an issue of whether a bear canister will fit inside the pack or not, but it fits inside here. Yeah, it looks cool. Got a little bit of weight. The pocket, you know, everybody talks about the, you know, a one-hand pocket. So yeah, it slides easily. Let's see if it'll close easily. Yeah. And the material feels very, very sturdy, very thick. Like a really, it feels like it would take a lot to tear through this material, which is very nice. I could have probably gone a little bit smaller of the hip belt, but I was right on the border. So hopefully I don't lose too much weight on the trail. But yeah, it feels good. So there you have it. That's what you get when you order a Kakwa 55 from Durston Gear. A couple stickers and the pack. All right, thanks for checking out the video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. As I mentioned earlier, I will be doing a 2026 Pacific Crest Trail thru hike attempt. I'm planning on doing daily vlogs from the trail starting in May. So if that's something you would be interested in, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you found the information in this video useful or helpful in any way, please like the video and be on the lookout for my Pacific Crest Trail 2026 gear loadout video. This backpack was the last item I was waiting for before I could do a gear video for my thru hike. So that should be coming out a couple weeks after this video. See you in the next one.